Good morning, happy Thursday. I can't believe it's already Thursday. This week has just flown by for me.
It really has, right?
I'm just
I
kidding.
know. That's sarcasm.
That's called sarcasm, my friend, but I'm happy to see you and I'm happy to be here. Welcome, I'm Jeremy Rabe.
And good morning, I'm Maddie Conklin.
Yeah, you are.
And I
gorgeous
feel...
dress, gorgeous.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yes.
I didn't want to say this before the show, so as to keep some bit of surprise. This has been the dress that I've had for over a month that I wanted to wear to Easter at Aviary because it was raining. Then it is strapless, too strappy to not wear a cardigan. So then I was waiting for this to come in, washed it last night, still drenched this morning. So I'm wearing somewhat of a damp-ish, it's kind of under here.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm finally wearing this dress, which is, honestly, I was thinking about it this morning, was like my dream dress as a little girl. It's long, you can twirl in it, it's got pockets, it's very like whimsical. And you know what? I kind of want to go to the butterfly house.
Do it.
And see if I get any butterflies.
And
I'm a beautiful little butterfly.
Look at me. And you danced in it this morning.
I danced in it, yeah.
Go check our socials for our little dance video we did. However, Maddie, had I known this was the dress, I should have texted you yesterday. I was going to, and I didn't.
You were going to wear butterflies.
No, but I should. However, I have the cutest outfit that I'm going to wear the Thursday before Memorial Day, because I'm not on the show Friday before Memorial Day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wear it Thursday. You and I are together on
So I
Thursday.
need to coordinate.
Yes, I'll give you the color scheme, but I got it online on clearance. It was one of the things, remember?
Macy's.
Yes. 'Cause
Infiltrated.
It was full price at the store in Dallas. I get home and I find it's on clearance on the app. So of course I bought it.
It tracked you somehow.
But I'm so excited to wear it. But it's very like summery. It's actually very Eastery, springy, but I want to wear it into the kickoff of summer, which is Memorial Day.
Okay, all right.
So I'm just saying, this dress is reminiscent of the feel that I'm going for.
Okay.
On May 23rd, if you want to watch on that, yes, I've already planned it out. It's May 23rd, which is the Thursday before Memorial Day.
2 weeks? 2 weeks away.
It's hanging up, ready to go. I was like,
All right, I think I got somewhat of an idea of color scheme, so I think I have my outfit picked out.
Okay, good.
But we'll see, it can
I'm just saying,
change.
this is very reminiscent. Oh, the feel, if you
the
will.
feel
There's no butterflies on
of
it.
summer.
There's no butterflies, however.
Do you have a butterfly blazer? I feel like I've seen you wear
Oh,
one.
I have a dragonfly,
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
and I'll have to look.
Okay.
But yes, that
I
does.
feel like you did.
Annie.
Anyways, well, speaking of summer, before we get there, we got
Oh,
rain.
yes, we got a picture.
So
Yes,
we
and you had
have
rain.
to talk about our parasols.
Yes, Brandy.
Now, hopefully this isn't bad luck.
Oh, is it? I don't think so.
I don't think.
Brandy Clifton from Silver Dollar City sent us a photo of the beautiful parasols in action. Look how gorgeous during the rain yesterday. Oh, well, I'm wondering if it shielded people as they walked underneath.
I'm kind of curious. I mean, it had to have for like those little segments that you're underneath each of them, you know?
It's gorgeous. Maddie, I just thought of something.
What?
Why didn't we use these umbrellas in our dance this morning?
Well, we can redo it and repost. But then you'd have to
should.
take the other one down.
Because then, no, we're gonna keep both.
We're gonna get all the views.
And then I'm gonna do this.
Hey, hello, my lady.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal. Anywho.
Yet again, you posted that and I almost sent it to you. The frog.
I posted that yesterday.
I know, and I almost sent it to you.
We're right here, guys. Right here. And, oh, I am so happy that we're doing some headlines that, of course, I did not read or look at ahead of time.
Let's do it.
This is what TV is made of, friends. This is what we do here.
This is what dreams are made of.
Okay, let's get to some headlines. A sweet ending for a mom and son in Lexington,
Kentucky.
By the way, I keep watching our blooper video of me. It's
so good.
Anyhow, in Lexington, Kentucky, the second grader was playing on her phone over the weekend and ordered more than 70,000 Dum-Dum lollipops. What? 30 cases at $130 a piece. The total was more than $4,200. Oh, my word. Mom Holly says that Liam was born with developmental delays and his heart was in the right place, and we get that. We love Dum-Dums. He wanted to throw a carnival for his friends and would use the Dum-Dums for prizes. Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Course.
I get that. Luckily, Mom says Amazon is giving some of her money back. I hope so. And she's been able to sell boxes to people who heard the story and wanted to help out. Well, shoot, I would buy one too, then just to help.
You better.
That poor little boy, just trying to have a carnival.
He was just having some fun. Now, here's what I'm thinking. If that was his thought process, why don't you sell? Because end of year, end of season school parties are going to be happening. sell those off to the schools. So then, you know, if they're having like field day or end of year carnival, he's got them.
If he's watching and listening, I would like a giant stuffed teddy bear for the carnival and maybe a boat. I'm just saying, if you're gonna buy stuff on Amazon, let's go big.
Let's go,
my friend.
Buy a boat.
I'll head to Lexington, or you can send it to my house. I don't care.
Forget the Dum-Dums. We're getting a boat.
A golf cart. I've always wanted a golf cart just for fun.
Ooh. And would it be like a steel blue?
Okay.
Okay.
You convinced me.
All right.
I'm in.
And then your initials, like the JRA. You know how they, monograms?
Yes, they put the R in the
We
middle.
just do JR.
Yeah, and then I just do JR, and then I put like, like some gold bling accents, maybe a little bedazzled. I don't know.
I love it.
Did I tell you my Gigi, my great grandma, when they took away her license because she kept hitting cars? God love her. Oh, my Gigi.
Oh, Gigi.
So Gigi, my grandparents lived in the property, and the church was down the hill, so it was kind of a bigger property. They got her a golf cart to drive to make her feel independent.
Of course.
However, Gigi, not learning from her ways, would then sideswipe cars in the church parking lot, and she would arrive at the house with license plates stuck to the side of the golf cart.
Oh, Gigi.
Not even kidding. We're like, Gigi, who's... I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. They got in my way.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, God rest her soul.
God love you, Gigi.
Love you, Gigi. All right, let's talk about Tom Cruise.
Oh, do we
Chris,
have to?
We do, and I hope Chris Luzader's going to watch this later because she loves Tom Cruise. Okay, so he revealed how he manages to pull off his death-defying stunts, and that is by way of a very, very big and hearty breakfast.
What?
How are you
No.
flying through the air with so much food in you?
No.
Okay, in a new interview with People, he says he eats nearly a dozen eggs, with sausage, bacon, toast, and plenty of fluids. Tom adds that the reason there's so much food is because he ends up burning a lot of calories each take. The 8th and possibly last installment of Mission Impossible, where Tom hangs onto the side of an airplane for dear life, is in theaters on May 23rd.
So wait, he really did that?
He does, yeah. He likes to do his own stunts. Remember when he cracked open he shattered his ankle because he was jumping from building to building?
I appreciate you wanting to do your own stunts, but one wrong move and it's bye-bye.
Well, he probably had a parachute on in the event he did fall off, and then he would hit that thing. He's done it all in the movies, in the Mission Impossible movies.
And I like when you said in the story, like, possibly the final? We don't know.
It's Tom. That's kind of all he's got right now.
I think it would be funny, though, let's say in 20 years, he's like 90-something, and they're like, let's reboot it, Tom. He's like, I'm in.
I'm in. And they're going to do what they did to Robert De Niro in that Irishman.
Oh, yes.
Where they tried to make him young, but then he's stomping on the guy, and it looks like an old man trying to stomp on a guy.
Oh, Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
As his friends call him Bobby. Bobby De Niro.
Oh, Bobby De Niro.
Bobby.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No, they do, though.
Do they?
And
Oh.
Marty instead of Martin Scorsese. And,
look at that.
yeah, Quentin Tarantino.
Have you met any of them yet?
Well, I served Robert De Niro and his son at the Oscars, some little miniature burgers.
Was he
Al Pacino.
intimidating?
Oh my God, yeah. I just said, hello, would you like some burgers? He goes, eh. And then his son was like, I'll take 5. And I was like, take them all.
Take them all.
I just want to be in your presence.
Oh.
I saw Al Pacino with, I think, his latest baby mama that he had at 81 or something. Yeah, I saw a bunch
See,
of
I was intimidated.
Leo DiCaprio's. Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, not yet. I was intimidated by Quentin Tarantino, Al Pacino, and you're right. My sister-in-law took a picture with Robert De Niro, and I was too chicken.
I know. Yeah, it is crazy.
I hadn't had enough wine yet, that's for sure.
There you go. I admire people that can just do that, which I think Tom Schmidt, if we put him up to the task and we were in Los Angeles with Tom and Bobby, as we call
And
him,
Marty.
and Marty and Quentin and all that.
Yeah,
And Sandy.
You guys are
Sandy
like
Bullock.
this.
There you go, Sandy Bullock. I think Tom would be like, hey, I'm Tom.
I'd probably walk up and say, hi, I'm Tom Schmidt. Hey, what do? You look familiar.
Oh,
There you
yes.
go.
Wait, Tom, is there anybody you would be intimidated to meet? Like, you're like, oh, wow.
That's a good question.
Anybody?
I don't know. Offhand right now, I can't think of anybody.
Okay.
I'll keep that thought, though, because there's got to be somebody. I know there's somebody.
Okay, think of somebody. We'll ask you later on in the show.
Probably like a very unintimidating person, but probably like a Tom Hanks or someone.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that.
Great movies and kind of grew up in the childhood, did
Yeah.
all those voiceover movies, so kind of grew up with Tom Hanks. And just a great actor, real fun guy. Right?
Yeah.
But you don't know.